Hi, welcome to another episode of Late to the Prepper Party with Jay and Al. I'm Al, and Jay is running around here somewhere. I don't know if he's going to make it into this video or not, but what we have here for you is another edition of Kitchen Corner. First, let me say, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the party. And if you're returning, welcome back. We believe the party is always better when it's bigger. If you haven't yet, could you take a moment and please hit that like button somewhere right around there? It helps the algorithm send our video out to more like-minded people, and we sure would appreciate it because it's the #1 way you can help our channel. Also, if you haven't yet, maybe think about subscribing if you're enjoying our content, and don't forget the notification bell so that you're notified every time we upload a video. In today's edition of Kitchen Corner, we are water bath canning. Yes, we are. I have moved on. This is my second time. I'm hoping it will be a success. I have already water bath canned the rhubarb butter. Now I'm doing the cherry butter, and I'm going to take you along on the ride with me. I did record me water bath canning the rhubarb butter, but I didn't realize that the camera wasn't actually on. So really, I guess you could say I didn't record it, but that's okay because I have the cherry butter, and we are going to water bath can that. So I'm so excited, and I'm so pleased that you're here to share it with me. Okay, here we go. So we are doing water bath canning. So the first thing you need is a pot, canning pot. And inside your canning pot, most of the time you will find something like this. It holds the jars. Now, the jars I'm using are too small for this. This is made primarily for the pints and half pints. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out. And what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to place, and this is what you'll want to do if you're using the smaller jars. You want to place some kind of little towel in it so that the jars don't, when they're boiling, they don't bounce and break. It's just a little cushion precaution for water bath canning. And you'll see that the jars will sit right in here. So, but you will need your jars, you will need your rings, you will need your lids, which I have at a boil in here. And you will also need your funnel. And I am going also to be using a little teeny spatula to get all the air bubbles out. And you need, of course, a ladle to spoon what you're cooking in. Unless, of course, you're pouring it, but in this case, we're not pouring it. So, now, here's the other thing about this. The jars that I am doing this all cold, okay, at my convenience, at my leisure, and the stuff I'm using is cold. So when I go and put it in, I'm going to use cold water to start. I'm going to set it up to high, and I'm going to bring it up to a boil, and then put the lid on it. Let's go ahead and start filling our jars. Now remember, as you're filling your jars, you want to leave, as you're filling the jars, you want to leave about ½ an inch space from the top, okay? And try not to get it all over. I actually left a little more than ½ an inch, but that's okay, because if you have too much in when you're pouring it, when you go to can it, you know what happens? It's a big old mess, because it will bubble up onto the top, and it'll break your seal. So, let's see. On the littler size, these are 4-ounce jars that I'm using. With my size ladle, it seems to be 1 ladle full for a 4-ounce jar. Whoa, that one's cutting it close. But that's okay. We'll see what happens. Each thing is a learning experience, and we'll see. Okay, so I see how this one and this one's pretty full, and this one's just not as full. What I'm going to go ahead and do is grab a spoon, and I'm going to spoon a little bit out very carefully. I'm going to just, take a little bit out and fix it. Okay, this one is pretty full too. And I don't want to get too much, but I think that will do it. Get it, taste it. And it's good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, so I've got some vinegar right here. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of spin this around. Make sure it's all clean, not sticky. I don't feel anything sticky. It's good. I don't see anything. And we're going to check each one of these. I got that all cleaned off, and now I'm going to go ahead and take my lids, which were in a rolling bubble, remember I showed you, and they were sterilizing. And what I'm going to do with those now is I'm just going to grab one at a time, and I'm going to go ahead and towel pat them dry, and just give it a little dry, and place those on the jar. So I have all my lids in place, and now you know what we're going to do here. We're going to go ahead and put these rings on. Well, shoot. You got to be careful, apparently, when you put the rings on. Now they'll get on, and you kind of want to do them about finger tight. Not too tight, but finger tight. And you know, I sat there, I watched, before I tried this, I will tell you, what is finger tight? And I kept looking for somebody to explain to me what is finger tight. And all I can say to you is, you don't know till you do it. Okay? Now see, I didn't get this one on right. Let's try this again. Hopefully I've got it in place correctly. And there we go. So I would have found it when I picked them up. No. I'm going to place these in here just like this, right on top of that towel. So as you can see, I have all of the jars. I've filled it with water, and it is 2 inches above the highest bottle or jar. And now I've got it on I've got it on high. And once it comes to a boil, I'm going to turn it down and put a lid on it, keeping it at a rolling boil for 20 minutes. Okay, so I think you can see that we've got this almost at a rolling boil. It's just about there. So what you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to put your lid on it. And you're also going to turn it down. And what temperature you have to turn it down to keep it at a rolling boil inside the pot with the lid on, that you're going to have to kind of watch. You're going to have to lift the lid, make sure it's still at the rolling boil. But you'll figure it out real quick, because if it's too high, it'll start spilling out from over the top. If it's not high enough, you need to turn it up and make sure it stays at the rolling boil. I'm going to do mine for 10 to 15 minutes. Okay? Here we go. We will see you back here in about 30 minutes. Go ahead and take the lid off this, show you that mine is still at a rolling boil. And see, here we go. Oh, my towel came a little loose, but that's all right. I'm turning this off. And now I am going to go ahead and pull these out and set them down. And maybe, I don't know, maybe you'll hear them ping. I don't know. We shall see. Okay. So the first thing I want you to know is during your first, it's kind of, especially if you have some bigger jars in there, it's hard to get your first one out. Sometimes even your second one. But this one's pretty simple because I had only one big jar and the rest little ones. So here we go. They're all coming out. So next we're gonna go ahead and let these cool down overnight, and we'll check back and see if they all seal tomorrow. Hi, it is the following morning, and we canned the cherry butter last night, and I want to show you the results from that. So I have.
Did somebody say cherry butter? Did you say cherry butter?
I certainly did.
Oh my God! Let me show you guys what cherry butter goes good on.
Okay, so in the meantime, I've got the one larger jar that I canned. I've also got the littler jars.
Cherry butter goes good on vanilla bean ice cream.
It certainly does.
Oh my God, you guys
It
have
really,
no
really does.
Delicious. So yeah, you coat this with a little chocolate fudge too. Oh, this is gonna be like on point.
It's thank you, Jay. So yes, cherry butter goes good on a lot of things. Ice cream, those biscuit type cookies. You can make it on.
Donuts too. Elle makes a great homemade donut, and then you put it on top of the donuts, and it's all.
Or inside the donut.
Either way. Yeah.
And also, it can go in between your layers of cakes if you're baking. Very good stuff. He really liked it. We had company.
See you guys later. I have to go. I'm out working.
Okay,
bye.
Thanks. And that was Jay. And actually, did you guys notice he was not in an orange shirt? It happens rarely, but it does happen. He does own other clothes besides an orange shirt and a fluorescent yellow shirt. Just so you know. Okay, so back to the cherry butter, the water bath canning. And I want to kind of try to come up here and show you. So when you take your ring off, I heard the seals ting. See how it doesn't make any noise? It's not moving. It's not popping. This is a sealed jar with the water bath canning. And I want to show you this one. I don't know if you guys remember seeing this one down in the pot. Okay? Because this one right here, let me tell you, this is the one. I had a little trouble with this lid. Something about the jar. When you went to go put it on, see how it's just kind of spinning, and I'd kind of push it down. There was something with the jar itself, so I put a little smiley face on it so I could mark it to see if it was going to seal. And the Lord blessed us. It did seal. It doesn't push off. You have to open it. And I wanted to show you the rhubarb butter here that I've already water bath canned. I wanted to show you that the kind of consistency of the rhubarb butter. Doesn't look like much. Doesn't even look like it would taste that great. But I'm going to tell you, you guys, this stuff is delectable. Absolutely. So I said I would pop one open for you so you could see the consistency. And now we're going to have to eat it. But I wanted you to see. There we go. Did you hear that? That was an opening. And this is the inside, the consistency of the rhubarb butter. So I got these little biscuit cookies at the Dollar Tree. And they're perfect for rhubarb butter. As well as toast. You know, rhubarb butter can be eaten on a lot of things. It's super good. Sorry. Oh my gosh, it is super good. I hope that you make it. I hope that you go ahead and you make it and you try it for yourself. It is delicious. We've made the cherry butter. I showed you water bath canning. We did it together. That was my second time water bath canning. I ended up canning a total of 17 jars, and every single one of them sealed. I'm super thrilled. If I can do it, and I have no idea what I'm doing, you can do it too. I hope that my video was instructional enough that you got an idea of what to do, and you'll give it a try. I also want to thank you for spending time with me. And if I'm going to ask, if you haven't clicked that like button yet, could you go ahead and click that like button for me? It helps the algorithms send our video out to more like-minded people. And subscribe. Become a permanent party goer. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget the notification bell so that you're notified every time we upload a video. As always, we want to ask, please leave any prayer requests that you have down in the comments section. Jay and I will pray for you. It's time to shut the party down, though. Until next time, guys, blessed be his name. Bye.